Welcome to Crow Inclined, here today with a daily energetic check-in. I'm using the Weeds and Witches Oracle. I'm only going to have one card of focus today. And that card of focus is, oh, hang on, slippery little sucker. Number 33 and the Wildlands. I'm going to bring it real close so you can see it. Hopefully that's in focus. So this is the Wildlands, okay? This is an untamed terrain where plants haven't put down roots yet. So juniper, which is connected to the wildlands, is actually the first plant to arrive because it doesn't need the ground to be perfect. It just needs a space and a spark to grow. Life is born of dust and light. In this place, you will meet a large white stag. And this stag is going to tell you the name of the first woman who walked in the wildlands. Let them be the one to speak to you, okay? Let that first ancient feminine be the one to speak to you, okay? Now, there are also small fairy people that move around in this space, and they are the ones that protect the plants. They are the ones that protect the juniper, the first to arrive, right? Are you sensing a theme here? The juniper is the first to arrive. This ancient woman is the first to have walked in the wildlands. So the fairy people protect the plants. So basically, the road through the wildlands doesn't exist until you enter it, until you take that first step. So be open to messages from this, ancient wisdoms from this ancient woman. Could be ancestral, could be past life, something, okay? But also this card is saying have the courage to be like juniper and step onto that path because you're not going to know it until you take steps towards it, okay? So we're going to dig on into this message. So pile number 1, we're going to use the Witch of the Forest Tarot Magic to dig into this message. Pile number 2 is the Wandering Star Tarot. And pile number 3 is the Daydream Tarot. Okay, so this card of focus is going to be the card of focus for all 3 piles. And we'll see what kind of messages we have coming out. So feel free to pause and ponder which pile you want, and I will see you there. Welcome pile number 1, and we have the Witch of the Forest Tarot Magic here, and we're going to dig into our message of the wildlands, right? Remember juniper. Juniper is the first to arrive. The stag talks of the first feminine who walked the wildlands. And we understand that this path doesn't exist until you step on it. The wildlands don't exist until you enter, okay? So let's think about that. And yeah, so I hope you guys are all doing well. It's a beautiful day outside. Happy to be with you on your journey. And honored to be able to bring you this message. So take it as it resonates. If it doesn't fit, don't make it. No big deal. This is a general reading for the collective. It is not a one-on-one. So let's dig into this. So it seems like there's a path that's just kind of sitting there waiting for you is what it feels like, okay? And I don't know that you're, it feels like you may have tippy-toed a little in. Anyway, we're going to figure it out because I think there's a message from this ancient wisdom, basically. There's some kind of message coming in as well. Okay, so right out of the gate, yeah, we have the 5 of Pentacles. So this is struggle and hardship. And, basically walking away from a perceived safety net, a perceived sanctuary, a perceived security in life. And it may have put you in this sort of struggle mode, right? Now, the 5s are, they're a breakthrough energy. So you're actually going to be leaving this hardship. All right. So maybe you already know what this new path is. I mean, this is kind of like stepping out onto a new path, knowing that it's going to be a tough journey. Okay. It's a conscientious decision. In your energy, yeah, the Hanged Man. So yeah, the Hanged Man hits a brick wall, can't go any farther. You have to sort of reassess, look at things from a different perspective. He's hanging upside down, right? He's got this aura around his head. That is a card of enlightenment. That's sort of an aha, I get it, right? And it's a card of pivot. So you can still go where you want to go. You just have to like find a new approach. Okay, so this is in your energy. So you hit a brick wall and you had to find a different way. Okay. This is really great because this 5 is definitely a different way. Keep in mind we have a Lover's card coming out. So yes, you found a new way, and maybe it wasn't super easy, or it hasn't been super easy, or you still have some challenges ahead. But the Lover's card talks about going back to your true core, to your soul core, to who you are at your absolute most authentic self. And then using that as a filter for everything in your life, right? So maybe where you were, right, with this 5 here. So this is like a church window behind this figure, okay? Usually there's a light on, you know, it's some sort of safety from the weather and, you know, getting out of the storm. But you've chosen not to pay attention to that. You've chosen to walk away from that, right? And you've done that because it wasn't in alignment with you. So you already, even if you don't understand why, you are seeing things through a different lens now. Obviously, because you have the Hanged Man in your energy. But this is you now making choices based on your beliefs and your heart and your mind and, you know, your gut and all those things that are in alignment with you and with your energy at this time. Okay. So it's okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Yeah. Oh. Hold on. All right. Let's get another. Wow. We've got things wanting to come out left and right. Okay. When cards start kind of flying, or half the deck starts flying like that, I think it's more of a confirmation that we're on the right track with our message, okay? And then the Chariot. So this is about you overcoming an obstacle. I think this is about you understanding that you are in charge of your own path, and that maybe you've been on a path that has been designated by others. Remember, our external influences around us are, it's a lot of peer pressure, it's manipulation, through so many different factors, right? That sometimes it's hard for us to hear who we really are, but you have, with that Lover's card showing up for you. So this is overcoming an obstacle, right? And I think the obstacle is possibly societal norms. This is how we do it. This is tradition. This is whatever. You're figuring out with this 5 here that you've got to do it for you your own way. And that is overcoming an obstacle. That is progress. That is the beginning of a new journey, right? And when I say that, we're talking about this, the wildlands don't exist until you enter, until you take those steps in. And I think you're being, flipped right over, being called to do that in your energy. Yes, here comes the 10 of Cups. So this is absolute happiness, contentment, joy. It's for you. This is you when you walk into a room and it lights up, right? You carry that light with you. You carry that happiness and joy. People are happy to see you. They're excited to see you. And you like sit in this space of happiness, no matter where you are, no matter what's going on. Like you're happy, 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 happy. And it ripples out of you. It touches everything and everyone around you. This is in your energy, okay? So even though this may be a little bit of a struggle, right, here with this 5, you are going to be leaving that. Your energy is very centered, is what I'm trying to say, in making sure that you are happy. Because maybe you've been trying for so long to make everyone else happy that you have forgotten about yourself. But this is the end of that. This is the end of that. This is why you're walking away from that. Under that Lover's card, we have the Page of Wands. So this is, you know, a message Pages are messengers. They bring in this new, fresh energy, and this is fiery creation, creativity, passion, right? This spark of an idea is already within you. This idea or whatever it is already within you, right? Now, the wands are also very, very confident and, well, independent. So this is going to be something you're going to be able to move on. You're not going to be worried about, oh, what other people are going to think. And you're not going to be worried about, can I do it on my own? You're just going to do it, right? Fresh, new energy. Coming out with that Chariot. Because it is, and next to your 10 of Cups here, I mean, it's something that's going to bring you so much joy. So much joy. So much joy. All right. Well, let's get a few more cards here. This is just a quickie little check-in today. Quickie little check-in today. Under that Chariot, we have the Moon. So yeah, of course there are some unknowns, right? But it's going to remind you of something. Remember, the little crayfish here comes up out of the depths of the water to honor this moon. And then after, when the moon's gone, it'll go back down. But it represents the subconscious mind. So there's something that's going to bubble up. It's a remembrance. It's a familiarity. Like there's something that's going to come with this moon, right? Because the moon, talks about things that are hidden. But the moon also illuminates things in a very, very different way. And we look at them different. You may get a little bit of a different perspective on that little piece of energy, on that little piece of information that you have within you. Okay? And it's okay. This is why we say have the courage to step onto that path, even though you don't know where it's going to go. Someone's got to do it first, right? This ancient feminine that walked the wildlands for the first time did it. You're about to do it for the first time. The juniper plant, the first plant to arrive in the wildlands did it, right? It doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to go. In your energy, the world, yeah, you are completing a cycle. Well, we see that. You're about ready to step foot into the wildlands. That's what you're about to do. Completing a cycle. I mean, I really feel like our page of wands here is sort of like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to walk into the wildlands now. I'm ready to take those first steps, right? Yeah. There's something. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? You're not. You're not. You're going. We talk about, I talked in the beginning about there maybe this ancient feminine wisdom, whatever, is bringing a message into you, right? And that could be an aspect of you, right? Talking about this crayfish bubbling up from your subconscious to bring you a message. I think this is where your message is coming from. I think it's a remembrance of who you are at your soul core, from your soul core, and that soul core is the same soul core throughout many lifetimes, right? Anyway, that's what's allowing you to take this step on this new path. That's what's allowing you the courage. You're finding this internal courage. You're shutting out the distractions of the outside world, and you are ready to take steps. You're ready to enter the wildlands. I'm getting goosebumps. Okay, we have the lovers card. We have the Two of Cups coming out, which is a soulmate connection. So there is someone waiting for you once you step on that path, okay? Now, this can be romantic, but it can also be a bestie. Any kind of a partner. This person's going to be really, really important to you as you head out on this new journey, and you're going to be important to them. This is a journey you do not have to take alone, all right? Maybe this person is represented by that stag. I don't know why I just said that, but maybe it's a teacher or mentor. Possibly, possibly, possibly. All right, let's go ahead and get one more Maybe, do you still have this message? Okay, that's too many. That's too many. That's too many. All right, just one. Maybe, I mean, your energy is just so great, and you are ready to take a step into the wildlands. It does kind of feel like you're waiting a little bit for something. I don't know. You're waiting for you're waiting for the green light from the moon. This moon card, this message coming in. It's coming from within you. You're gonna know when it's go time. So we have the Knight of Pentacles coming. So the Knight of Pentacles is really strategic in building a foundation in the material world. So this is something you're working on, okay? And it is slow moving. And maybe this is the piece that you've been kind of waiting for to know if it's a go time or not, right? It's quite possible. This is very, very slow moving energy. This may be why you've been in hanged man mode. Let me say that right. For a little bit. Maybe for a little bit. Yeah, okay. We got two that came out. So it's the Eight of Cups, walking away. Yeah, it's time. It's time. It's time to let go of the things that you're no longer aligned with. You've got to make room for this, for the new. It's time to make room for what's coming with this new adventure. And it came out with the Six of Wands. So you're definitely going to have success, victory, glory, recognition. I mean, it really feels like with this, you're a trailblazer. I think others are going to be watching you and seeing what you're doing and understanding that they too can do it. Okay, I think you're going to be a real inspiration here to others. All right, pile number one, that is your message. Thank you so much for being here. Hit that thumbs up button if any of this resonated. Share with your besties, and I will see you soon. Welcome, pile number two. And we're going to be using the Wandering Star to dig into this message. Remember, we are talking about possibly waiting for some sort of message from this ancient feminine who walked the wildlands first. And also having the courage to step onto that path, right? Because the wildlands don't exist until you step into them. Okay, so like I said, Wandering Star, we're going to dig into this message here for you today. I want to thank you so much for being here. Hope everybody's doing okay. Life be lifing. Super happy to be with you on your journey. I appreciate you popping in. Please take it as it resonates. Don't make it fit if it doesn't fit. Okay. This is a general reading for the collective, not a one-on-one. You'll know if it's for you or not. Whew. Wow, pile number two. I almost feel like there's a little sense of urgency here. I'm not sure why. Are you getting ready to step onto a new path? Are you wanting to step onto a new path? Are you wanting to go in a new direction? Find out. Choices, decisions. Yeah, you are. Two of Swords. Now, a lot of readers say that you're blocking the energy, you're avoiding making the decision, but I don't think you are. I think you're blocking out the external world, right? All the distraction, all the material world manipulations we deal with every day, things that keep pulling us off of our path, right? I think that you're sort of in a holding pattern here with this Two of Swords coming up. You do have a choice to make, and you will. You just have to understand. It's almost like it's, anyway, let's keep going. Yeah, you will. Wow. Okay, so the Five of Pentacles came out in the last pile too. It was the first card out, and here it's the second card out. Yeah. Five of Pentacles, hardship, loss, struggle. Okay. Don't panic. So this person, see, this is like a stained glass church window in the background here, right? This is a perceived sanctuary. This is where if you're outside in the cold, right, feeling left out in the cold, you would go to the church for sanctuary, where there's warmth, there's probably food, blankets, all that kind of stuff, someone to take care of you, all right? You're choosing to walk away from this. Now, fives are a breakthrough. So this may not have been for you, right? And walking away, sure, it might create a little bit of loss and struggle and hardship for you, but it's temporary. This is in your energy. So this is a breakthrough energy. It means you're going to be leaving this soon, okay? Maybe this is what you're afraid of not being okay if you make the decision. But whatever choice you make here is going to be right. Keep in mind the Two of Pentacles. This is all about balance and harmony. Look at, you've got two on both sides. Two of Pentacles, balance and harmony, balance and harmony, balance and harmony. Yeah, this decision that you're going to make is going to bring you some relief, right? Because this Five of Pentacles in your energy is an imbalance right now. But you are leaving it. Once you make this choice, once your decision is made, you will be leaving it. Okay? It feels very, wow, oh my God. The Chariot, this came out in the same position in the last reading in pile number 1. Okay, so the Chariot. So this is an obstacle to overcome. This is progress. It's success. It's forward momentum. It's a journey. You're on a journey, or you're beginning a new journey. Once you overcome the obstacle, right? We go over the speed bump, we get to speed back up again. Okay, maybe not the greatest analogy, but you get what I'm saying, right? It feels like this is an important decision. And while there is sort of this sense of urgency, I don't know what that's about, you are not allowing that to rush your decision, which I like, right? I like that. In your energy, the Eight of Pentacles, this is the worker bee card, right? This is hard work, results, achievement. So this is a card of mastery. So you've mastered some kind of skill. You're really good at it, okay? Keep working. You're almost to the 9. Do not give up. You might have to sit here for a little bit in this place when you're like, I gotta go, I'm ready for the next thing, You can't be ready for the next thing because you have this big decision to make, and it does feel like it's very much tied to this. Yeah, in your energy is all Pentacles, so that's about grounded energy. It's about balance. It's about your material world abundance. Like you've really been working hard towards something, okay? Keep in mind we have the Ace of Cups coming out for you. Yeah, this is new beginnings in love. It's relationships. It's fun and magic and all those really yummy things. So you had to overcome it. You will overcome this obstacle as soon as you make this decision. It's going to allow you, maybe, and this can be romantic. It can be a new community. It can be new besties. It can be people who are in, that you're more aligned with, in tune with, like-minded, same goal-oriented, Wow, geez. Whew. Things are flipping today. All right, we have the Tower. So yeah, stepping onto this path, like I said, it doesn't, in the wastelands doesn't exist till you step on it. Yeah, you're ready for a change. And I mean, this is already sort of evident with this decision card here. Like this is a whole new, this is why maybe it feels urgent or super important right now, because it is going to change your world. Whatever you decide here is going to change your world for the better, right? With that Ace of Cups coming out. Now with that Tower, the Nine of Wands came out. So the Nine of Wands, y'all know, this is the wounded warrior. This is the one who's lived a lifetime or many lifetimes of difficulties, of struggles, of having to deal with difficult people and situations, but learning, gathering wisdoms, gaining inner strength, understanding how true support systems work, right? And also understanding how to create boundaries, healthy boundaries. So when this Tower hits, you have all of this wisdom to go with you on this journey. This Chariot is leading the way almost. well, I mean, it's going to lead you to the beginning of the path into the wildlands. You got to take those steps by yourself. All right, let's get another card for your energy here. Just one, not 10 million, not 10 million. Nope, just one. Oh my God. I don't know. I think my hands are kind of cold too. Maybe that's why I'm having such a hard time. Nope, just one. Energy. Okay, 10 of Wands, yep. Okay, this is, you're feeling burnt out, which is interesting, is coming out underneath this hard work card, the worker bee card, the 8 of Pentacles, that's saying, don't give up, don't give up, don't give up. And then the 10 of Wands comes out underneath of it. So yeah, burn out. Too many burdens. The burdens are too heavy, right? But it's an ending. It's not going to get any worse than this. It's not going to get any worse than this because you're about to make this decision over here. Okay, it's going to give you some relief. You're going to get some relief here. Oh, come on. Just one. Wow. There's one. Okay. Whoa. We got the star. Faith, hope, and miracles. This is your wishes, dreams, desires. This is leading you back. You're realigning with your North Star. Your guiding light. You're realizing it's been within you this whole time. And it's guiding you towards this path, right? It's guiding you towards this path. So when I talk about this ancient woman who walked the ancient feminine who walked the wildlands for the first time, right? And I said, it feels like you're kind of waiting for a message or a sign, and that's going to come from within you. This is interesting because pile number 1, it came from within as well. It came from that deep subconscious mind. I don't know why I can't. I've had too much coffee probably. So it is going to come from within you. So just pay attention. This is all leading you to some sort of wish fulfillment, right? That flipped right over. The Hangman, also in pile number 1. Okay, so yeah, you had to take a little cosmic time out. You had to like sort things out. This is what you're doing here. But it's time to make that decision, right? That's what this reading is about. That's what the nature of this reading is about, is you making this decision so that you can move forward. It's going to change your world. Hanged Man is a card of pivot. You can still get where you want to go. You can still get there. You just have to find a different approach. That's what this is about. This approach is about making the decision based on something that's going to bubble up from within you, something that's going to help you internally make this decision. Okay, and it's going to lead you into the wildlands. This is a path you're meant to go on. You're meant to go. You're meant to go. And then we have the 3 of Swords coming out. Heartache, sorrow, and grief. Yeah, it might be hard to go. I feel like that. I feel like it's attached to all the things that you're going to have to leave behind in order to make room for all the good stuff that's coming on this path. And maybe, you know, maybe there are people or situations or groups, you know, in your life as it is right now, that can't go with you into the wildlands. It would definitely create some sort of, you know, sorrow and grief, which is sad. It's bittersweet, but you know what? What's waiting for you on the other side is going to be amazing. What's waiting for you in the wildlands. And it's okay to grieve. It's okay to go through that. It's okay to understand that not everything lasts forever, right? Change is the constant. Change is the constant in our world. What you are going to get is rest and recovery. Because I feel like some of the people, places, things, groups, situations, if whatever that you're leaving behind with this sorrow card, this card of heartbreak, heartache, is also part of what your burden is. You can't see because I'm pointing to this 10 of Wands here. I think that is part of your burden, and once you're able to let go of that, even though it's going to be hard, and step into the wildlands, take a step onto that path Once you do, that path will all of a sudden be there, right? You're going to be able to rest and recover. You'll be able to replenish, to recuperate. And with that, there's going to be great understanding when you look back at whatever this heartache, heartbreak is about. Okay. All right, yep. We have the Ace of Wands coming out. This is your wake-up call. Bonk on the head. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey, as I like to say. This is a new beginning. Career, travel, it can be something of a creative project. Passion, something you're passionate about. It is a new beginning for you. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Pile number 2. That is your message. Thank you so much for being here. Hit that thumbs up button if any of this resonated for you. Share with your besties if it makes you think of someone. Consider subscribing. It's free. And I will see you next time. Welcome, pile number 3. I have the Daydream Tarot here, and we're going to dig into this message. Please remember that the Wildlands talks about having the courage to step into the wildlands, because it doesn't actually exist for you until you take the steps into it, right? Until you enter that. It talks about this ancient feminine that walked the wildlands for the very first time. So I feel like there's a message coming to you from that. And it's also confirmation too, with juniper being the first plant to grow in the wildlands. Okay. And just like it's the first plant to grow, this is your footsteps on this journey are going to be the first steps. Okay. So, which to me says maybe this is, people are going to be watching, maybe you're going to be an inspiration to others, you know, for what you did. So we'll get into it. We'll get into it. Once again, the Daydream Tarot. And let's just see where this goes. Pile number 1 and 2 were really interesting. Had a lot of similar cards that came out. So let's see what the Daydream Tarot does for us today as I get it all shuffled up here. Anyway, I hope you're all doing okay. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you. Happy to be with you on your journey. Honored to be able to bring you this message today. Please keep in mind it is a general reading for the collective. It is not a one-on-one. So if it doesn't fit, don't make it. If it's not for you, it's not for you. It's okay. All right. That being said, let's figure out what's going on here. Pile number 3 with our quick little energetic check-in. Two of Swords. Wow. Okay. 2 of Swords was the first card out on pile number 2. Okay. Yeah, you have a decision to make. The choice is yours. God, I love it. Okay. In your energy, the Ace of Wands. So this is your wake-up call. This is your bonk on the head card. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. Basically, it's a new beginning, right? In passion and creativity. Now, it can talk about career and travel as well, but it is a new beginning. This is beautiful, passionate, fiery energy, and it's in your energy. Okay? Keep in mind, you have the Knight of Cups bringing you a proposal, a quest, a message of love, fun, magic, all those really, really good things. So this is really interesting because this is your fiery new start here. You've got to make a decision. Are you deciding about maybe someone is bringing you an offer of some kind and you've got to decide. So, ooh, this is fun. Let's get into this. It's 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords. Wow, the 2 of Swords is the Ace of Swords. So yeah, whatever choice you make here is going to bring in clarity, right? The Ace of Swords is a new beginning with clarity and truth and integrity and all those beautiful things. That Ace of Swords pierces the veil into the material world and it cuts away fear, doubt, and confusion. Okay. It is beautiful, beautiful energy. So you have 2 aces on the pad here already, on the mat here already. Wowza. I love how this image is like this little kid holding up this giant sword, this new beginning. It is going to be a real fresh new start. Fresh, fiery, crisp, fiery. Wow. Okay. And your energy is the Temperance card. So yeah, stay calm, remain calm. This is moderation. This is about staying away from the extremes right now. Stay calm, stay focused while you're figuring out what decision to make. Okay, this is about divine timing too. So I feel like this message, same as pile number 2, we talked about this ancient feminine coming in to bring you this message, right? It's going to come from within you. You're just going to know when it's time to move. And that's why the Temperance card is here. The divine timing. It is a card of patience. You are in patient mode right now. Good job. Good job. Good job. Yep. Yeah, and the Fool card is coming out. So with this clarity and with this passion, you have this new beginning with the Fool, right? You're ready to take a step into the wildlands. You understand that that path doesn't exist until you enter it, until you put a foot on it and take another step and another step. It's going to unfold as you move on it. This is going to be a really fun adventure for you. I really feel that way. This is a very patient pile number 3. It's like you're waiting for all of the things to happen and then you take the step. And I love that for you. Here we have the 6 of Pentacles. So this is a card of reciprocity. It's giving and receiving openly and freely and with love. It is a card of charity. Yeah, you're going to be moving a lot differently on this path, it feels like, than where you've come from. Where you've come from. All right. I just saw. Okay. In your energy, the King of Swords. Yes. You are, look at how he's sitting there like contemplating. This is in your energy. I really feel this, pile number 3. Like you're just sort of like, okay, I need to do something, but I have to do it when I'm supposed to do it. So you're just sort of sitting and waiting. And, being that it's the King of Swords, you're being real honest with yourself about it too. Okay? You're staying in truth and honesty and integrity. You're using logic, right? You're staying calm. This king looks extremely calm to me, right? Sort of meditative almost. That's beautiful. I love that. Staying out of those lower vibrational emotions, right? We have the Chariot. Overcoming obstacles. Yeah, so maybe you're used to sort of getting frazzled when you've got to make decisions, or maybe when things don't quite go the way that you expected them to go, even if you end up in the same place. So this is really great. So this is your obstacle you're overcoming, is maintaining, because we have that Ace of Wands, and wands are a fiery, they can be real hot-headed and stubborn, right? So you have this hot-headed stubbornness, that can overreact immediately, right? Hackles up right away. And then you have this King of Swords who's very, very calm here. With the Temperance card in the middle, you are definitely staying away from the extremes. I love that visual for you, right? So this is what you're overcoming. Is understanding that, yes, our emotions are a GPS system. They do tell us when we need to bob and weave, when we need to get out of a situation, when things are unfair, all of those things, good or bad, right? So you have gained some control over maybe emotional outbursts or fear right? Fear of the unknown. Maybe this is why you're getting ready to walk into the wildlands. Maybe you're not afraid anymore. Overcoming obstacles. Now, the Chariot card is also about progress. It is a journey. This new journey is for you. You had to overcome some stuff to get there, and it really feels, I mean, look at your energy. It's just amazing here. I love that key. I really do. Okay, here we have the Two of Wands. So yeah, you've been planning. While you're sitting here waiting to make this decision, you've been planning. The Two of Wands, it's all about planning your world, planning your next steps, planning. Okay, now this came out with the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is kind of a trailblazer. I think he's sort of the outlaw of the kings, right? Because he just does things his way. Doesn't follow tradition all the time. Isn't someone who's like, how am I supposed to do this? Just do it. The King of Wands is super confident and independent and creative, right? Can figure out how to get what he wants in non-traditional ways. All right, so I feel like this, with this card coming out here, this is going to be a very, very different journey for you, and you're going to get to use some of those mad MacGyver skills here, right? We have the Eight of Wands coming out. So once you take the steps into the wildlands, once you make the choice to do it, and you gain all this clarity, and you have these new beginnings, and you have these kingly wisdoms, and you're overcoming obstacles, right? And I do think this is still about some sort of offer that's coming to you. Once you make that decision, things are going to move fast, right? The Eight of Wands is about fast moving energy, fast moving communication. Maybe there's a move involved here. Maybe there's some travel involved with whatever this is. I mean, it does feel like a big decision, but it also feels like you're on top of it. Like you are definitely going to make the right choice, and things are definitely going to come together for you. We have the Queen of Swords coming out as well. So, right, look at that. We've got a power couple there with the King and the Queen. The King of Swords, Queen of Swords. Look at that. Stay in the truth of it. And it's really hard when you have all of this fiery, creative energy here, but I think the Queen is coming out as well to maintain this balance in your energy, right? This is all about temperance. This is all about not going to extremes. If you need to pause and take a deep breath before you answer someone, do it. If you need to step away from a situation before you twist off, then do it. Stay in moderation right now. Don't take the bait. Don't get provoked. Not that I feel like that's going to happen, but it's just an example of staying like calm. This is really about staying calm. You got this. You got this. I'm not worried about you at all. I just patience, right? Patience. And I don't feel like I have it right now. So maybe you're feeling a little impatient. Be kind and gentle to yourself, the Queen of Cups is saying. Just practice some self-compassion, self-love, self-acceptance right now as you're moving through this, right? As you're working on making this choice. Don't be too hard on yourself, right? Don't be too hard on yourself. You're going to get there. And I think it's going to be really, oh my gosh, you're going to get there. Here comes the sun. Yeah, you are. Divine timing is going to happen exactly when it's supposed to happen for you. And it's going to be really cool. Okay. All right, pile number 3. This is your quickie little message today. I hope this helps. I love this pile. This is amazing. I mean, they've all been great, but this is good. Anyway, so hit that thumbs up button if any of this resonated for you. Subscribe. It's free. I'm trying to build my channel. And share with your besties if you feel like it. Okay. And I'll see you next time. Bye.